Good morning. Okay, let's get started here. Got Glenn, Uncle Hoku, Michael Peterson, Red. Good morning. 5454 white dice today. One, three, four. Let's roll off that back wall to be 538. Tone it back a little bit. By 6. Yo. Ace deuce, sister number. All right, Scott. Three hard 6. Three, 1, 4 again. Change that back again since everybody's giving me crap in that chat here. So let's change that. Go back to a Big Joe. Wow. What's everyone? There we go. Big Joe. CMJ. There we go. Now Mad Hatter can't pick on me anymore because I'm a Big Joe again. Yeah. Just keeping everything transparent and real. One, three, four, one-eyed Joe. Actually, 4 is a hot number to start off with today, Glenn. It might be safe. We'll see. Three, 2, 5. Justice Jen. I talked to her a little bit on a chat last night, texting actually. Good morning, Shore FC. Oh, hopefully you can hang in there. Three, 1, 4, Big Joe. Crapsee Master Journey. Mad Hatter. I'll show you what I did. Look at, I changed it just for you, buddy. Terrible throw. 1, 6, 7. Saw Cashier's Cage threw out a video yesterday. He was actually using that pop style grip yesterday. For change, actually looked pretty good. BB Wood, good morning. And one thing I noticed that he does, and it's something that I've been trying to do lately too, instead of swinging and releasing, I'm trying to kind of toss it down there rather than throw it down there. I noticed that he did that, and he kept his dice nice and tight together. And 3, 2, 5 kind of looked good. Kept the dice together, and this rather, like I said, rather than throw it, he kind of shot put it in or tossed it down there. Good morning, Kevin. So we'll try doing that here. Two, 4, 6. That was the right idea, just a little bit weird. Try to do the same thing, but loosen there, lighten it up a little bit energy wise. Five, 1, 6. That was a little bit better. But anyhow, let's get the show started here. Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe. This is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Today is episode number 771 of the Level Up program, and it's about my daily practice of shooting dice at the craps table, as well as playing at blue collar craps, the style of play. On the YouTube side of things, we've got Glenn the Undisciplined checking in number 1, followed up by Uncle Hoku. We have Michael Peterson checking in. Red is checking in here. We got Scott from Wildlife Craps, Shore FC, the Mad Hatter. BB Wood is here, Kevin Scott, and Joel, 208 Crap. So good morning to all. If you are watching along here, make sure you do say hi in the chat. Let us know that you are here. And if you do want to consider supporting the daily program here, consider donating $5 in the super chat. We are all about blue collar craps here. And if you're playing along with Crapsee, click on that live tab that'll bring over to the table that we're using here today. Remember, this is for educational and entertainment purposes. We are not sponsored by anybody, and we are all about playing blue collar crap style play. So yesterday on Crapsee, we took a huge hit. I started off yesterday at $11,221. We worked our way all the way down to about $7,000. So I won a little bit on tilt, but we did recover on the last two shooters. So the last two shooters, I get low teens, and then the last one was like 20 some rolls. So we actually did do some recovery. So we're starting off today at $9,338. Puts our bet size at about $620, $640, somewhere in that area. And our goal is to make about $750 today. So let's get her started here. We're going to start off with a $15 pass line simply because I'm the shooter. If I'm not shooting at dice, I normally do not play a pass line bet. Start off with the 5-4-5 for Hardway set. 52 degrees in Arizona. I don't even know what it is here in Wisconsin. 40 degrees, feels like 32. So that's what it is here. It is very damp outside, and I got a humidity today of 64% in the dungeon here. 62.2 degrees in the dungeon. So 19 people playing along in Crapsee. We got 16 people watching live. Let's go all bets set and dice out. So 5-4-5-4. And here we go. We got a one-eyed Joe to start off the day. 1-3-4. Marking that point of 4. So one-eyed Joe from Craps Master Journey. 5-4-5-4. So we left off axis. We threw a lot of 4s during our warm-up. More than normal. So that might be a good sign for the 4 on this show today. Let's go 640 across, including. That's about $20 over my bet sizing, but plus the $15 on the pass line, so it's about $35 over my bet size. But we'll start with that. We'll see how it goes. And we'll call that all bets set and dice out. $3-5-8, great pick. So that'll be hit number 1 for this shooter. 4-5-4, single pitch of the dice with a 3-5-8. So I fired the computer up yesterday afternoon and worked on the app for a little bit. Hoping, it's taken a lot longer than I expected to work on this. On the app and that, but I'm hoping for June 1st release date now. That'll be my next release date. So hopefully I meet that time frame. If not, a little bit sooner, but we'll see. That was an 8. We got $140 on that. So let's go 128 across. 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, including. So we have now I've got 783 on the table. Good morning, Clint. 5-4-5-4 Hardway set, all bets set, and dice out. One, 6, 7. Ouch. Okay, early 7. We'll come back from that. Yesterday we had a few short rolls as well. We'll keep an eye on that. I don't know if I had a 1-6-7 on my warm-ups. I think I had a 2-5 was in 7. That's true. So should be safe so far. We'll keep an eye on it. 5-4-5-4. And we're going to ladder up right away and see if we recover a little bit faster than we did yesterday. So $30 pass line bet. And we'll call that all bets set and dice out. $4-1-5 truck and camper. I switched my release around just a little bit on that throw. We'll see if we can use that one going forward today. Again, playing around with different mechanics to see what works best for the day that I'm shooting the dice here. How it feels. A little 1280 across, including 5-4-5-4. And once I find a mechanic that works for the day, I will try to stick with it. What I did differently at the end of the show yesterday, and it made a major difference, is I changed the landing area. I moved it over about 2 to 3 inches to the left. And that seemed to work for me. Again, just trying little things here and there until you get the groove for the day. Okay, so that was a little bit hard on the throw, but we got a 516 KitchenAid mixer. So we hit number 1 for the shooter. 5454, right die off axis. The dice did rotate or fork to the left a little bit there. Are you in Vegas right now, Mad Hatter? I didn't know that you're going. 280 brought back. Let's go 220 inside pressure, including I'll call it all bet set. Days out. A little bit of a jump there. Another 156 KitchenAid mixer, the dyslexic version. That'll be hit number 2, so we'll get all this shooter with recovery. Remember, our crap styles 2 hits and down or regress. First hit, we use our profits pressure across as much as possible. Second hit is to bring the bets down and play with profits. So we have 630 brought back to the rack. Let's go 320 across, including. So that way half of that will go towards the recovery from that first shooter. I'm going to try something different with my betting today, with my trend betting, if you will. See if we can use one of John's principles that he's been advertising the last couple of days, where he just he does like a 1, 2, 4, or maybe we'll do a 1, 2, 3, 4 increase 1 unit at a time. We'll see. See how it goes. Days up. $639. That would be the Hollywood and Vine. So that'll be it. We'll press it up 1 unit here. 5454. We got a 639. The left die off axis. So let's go right up to $100 on that 9. We'll use $50 bet sizes here for a unit. See if we can keep on throwing a 9 and get some money back to the ranch. And we'll call that all bet set. Peace out. A little bit far on the LNA zone, 347. Ouch. Okay, play the short game here, everyone. We figure this out. Hope for the long roll. That's a double pitch of the dice. So it's double pitch on that one. The last 7 is both off axis. Sticking with the Hardway set yet. We can get consistent mechanics. And we were able to recover at least half of that last shooter, $300. So we're still about $340 down for the day. So let's go, stay laddered up again. $30 on the pass line. And we'll call that all bet set. Days out. 5454. 5-5 hard 10 Old Bay bushel. Right die did fly half the back wall just a little bit further than the left. 454 primary top side both dice. Oh, lights from your lace against the sky. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay. 1280 across, including point is 10, marking at point 10. I'll call that all bets set. Dice out. Two hard, 4 hard, fuzzy 4. 2 is going to Cruise. Brian from Holy Roller. So we hit number 1 on the shooter. 5454. Primary bottom side both dice. That's $400 or $390 brought back after the vig. So let's go 330 inside pressure. 5454. And all that's set. Let's see if we can throw another. It doesn't really matter which box number. It has to be box number. No. $415 truck and camper. Hit number 2. We'll get all this one with recovery as well. But 454, we got a 415. So we should be fully recovered now. Let's see if that's the case. It is. If I took everything down, we'd be at 97. So that actually puts us up $400 for the day. So let's bring our bets down. Go 320 across, so that way we are in profit no matter what I'm going to do, including. So we're in profit by about $80. Okay, all that's set. Good morning, lazy dog. Dice out. $314 Big Joe from Craftsmaster Journey. And another nice hit there, 5454, and that's gonna be right die off axis. Okay, we'll go to $100 on that 4. Again, we're just gonna increase everything $50 at a time rather than do my normal trend betting. And all that's set. Stay set. Right back with it. It's a parlay of the day with SJ. 2 hard, 4 hard, fuzzy 4 again. 2 is going to Cruise. Brian from Holy Roller. It wasn't a parlay of the day. Yeah, it was. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. My apologies. Misspoken. I will definitely go up another $50 on that 4. So this is at 1063. So we are about $20 away from goal, believe it or not, even with that loss on that first shooter, if I was to take everything down. Question for the day from Lazy Dog is, what is the stupidest crap or casino rule that you've ever seen? It was not a parlay because I had a 3-1 in between the 2 2s. Stupidest rule. Let me think about that one. I'll call it all bet set. And face up. Ooh, that was a little bit of a jump. 6, 4, 10, winner 10. That is Waylon's best friend on that end. Sorry, Glenn. The stupidest rule. Both dice have to hit the back wall. How about that for a stupid rule? Yeah. Okay, let's go $200 on that 10. And we'll turn those bets off. We'll bring this down to $15. No phones at the table. That's for every casino, pretty much. No phones at the table. Or if you do take a phone call or you're texting, you step away from the table, like 2 steps back, they turn your bets off. That sucks. Must have a pass line up to play the ATS. That's a common rule at a lot of casinos as well, Lazy Dog. Not all, but a lot of them. It's a total of $60. I argued, what happens if I pull one down? Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay. But no, I've seen that ATS. If you want to play the ATS, you got to play pass line. But I've seen that one quite a bit of times. But think about it, it's actually not the worst thing because that kind of protects you. It protects your ATS on that come out to some degree. Looking for a new point. They saw it. Four, 6, 10, right back on to 10. This time it's with the Daddy Joe. 4, 5, 4. We got a 4, 6, 10 result. It's lousy to step back, but I did hear everyone say anywhere else in Florida turn it off. Okay. I know that a lot of the casinos do not like pictures or videos taken in the casino. It's kind of a stupid rule if you ask me as well. It's like we're going to really give away any secrets or something, or I don't understand that. So good question. Good question. I'm sure there's a lot more stupid rules out there, but all of our bets are turned back on. All bets set. They saw 26 people playing along on Crapsee. 21 people watching live, only 8 thumbs up though. $369 Triple D Dice Dr. Dan. At 454, we got 369 results. Frank dropped in a $10 super chat. Very cool. Thank you very much. Been watching your table build series from a few years back. Excellent. Thank you. I really like the way you did the chip reels using table stuff. Yeah, those something really cool. I actually I didn't have the money at the time to spend on a special bit to route them out, so I decided to use a table saw, and I had seen a way of doing that previously on how to make it's called crown molding, I think it's called, or cove molding, one of the two, and that's what I had used to do that. Well, we threw a 9, so let's go to $100 on that 9. If I would redo it, I would make a couple different adjustments. For example, my chip reels would not be as tall as they are right now. Right now, they're probably about 1.5 to 2 inches taller than I would like them to be. Dice out. $314. Big Joe from Craps Pasture Journey. So when I put the chip reels on, I messed up my measurements and I didn't account for, they were supposed to be 11 inches from the table surface. And I didn't account for the depth of the rails themselves. So that was off a little bit on that. That was one difference. Yeah, I think we talked about that, Joel, when you're making your table. That was one of the things I would have changed. But anyway, the 4. Let's go to $200 on that 4. That was one of the changes I would have made. Other than that, not too many. I would have, I don't know. One of the other changes I would probably make is I have the width of my table is a full sheet of plywood, so I can't reach the other side. I can't reach the numbers, so I can't really play with chips. So I would probably make the width of the table a little bit narrower, maybe like 3 feet, 3.5 feet wide. Probably be a little bit more realistic to a regular craps table. All bet set, and they sold. I did not, Mad Hatter. I actually disassembled. It's half disassembled in my workroom yet. I could show you guys later if you want to see it. I talked to Jen about that. It's 426. Holy cannoli, 426. By the way, that 10 was a repeater, or that 4 was a repeater win on the last roll. I had talked to Jen about it. It was going to cost me between $1,500 to $2,000 to deliver it to California, and I didn't have the money to do the delivery net. So yeah. So I'm trying to take it apart, which is a little bit difficult. Let's go to 120 on that 6. I'm trying to take it apart so I can save the chessboard off of it, because I really like that chessboard with all the different chips in that. It has a lot of meaning attached to it. So all bet set. They sold. But the craps portion of it, yeah. It was a neat concept. It worked really well. 156 KitchenAid mixer. Really neat concept. It worked really well. It was very unique, one of a kind. Something no one else had ever built. And it was a lot of work. I think she spent quite a bit of money on it to build it as well. But let's go to 180 on that 6. And I feel kind of like a failure because I was not able to do that, but so change the felt print to just what I am actually. This could be one of my new investments coming up here. So I'm going to be changing my felt or my layout out on the table. I'm going to try to get it to go inside sometime when I have the app release. Thought was there. It really was there. But yeah, I'm going to be changing my table layout probably to go inside with the Craps app release. That was a terrible throw. 213. Ace deuce, Alfredo sauce, Mama Bear. And I have some ideas bouncing around my head on how I want the layout to be. I'm going to probably be changing the colors of it a little bit. And I'm going to probably include logos for Craps Master Journey on the layout, as well as Blue Collar Craps. I have a logo that I actually designed for that now too. So I don't know, level up, Blue Collar Craps and Craps Master Journey are the 3 things I'm kind of tossing around right now. See what I want to do. So Ace Deuce is no help for me. Lego makes the craps table, just takes days to assemble. It'd probably be a hell of a lot more expensive to build a Lego table than it would be what I did with the wood. That's all. Terrible throw again. 4, 6, 10, winner 10. Come on, Joe, get your mechanics down here. But anyhow, winner 10, puck turns off. 4, 5, 4, and 4, 6, 10. Point made. So we're gonna make that 10 look like 150. And we'll turn those bets off as well. All the box numbers will turn off, staying with the $15 pass line bet. 5454. So going not perfect, but a lot of casinos are not either. Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Frank, it just takes patience. That's all it took. I went in, and when I made the table, there was a lot of firsts for me. Is that a second repeater one? That is a repeater one out of 10. So a repeater went on to 4 and a repeater went on to 10 for this shooter. I did a lot of things that were new to me when I had built the table, including the cuts, the corner cuts. What do they call those again? Curve cuts. And that was a big scary thing for me, even when I made that portable table or that smaller table. 4, 6, 10 back on to 10. Wow. Okay. Market about a 10. Making the chip trays, that was a big experiment. Especially the curved part of the chip trays, because there was nothing out of my research that I could find on how to make the curved trays. So I just basically used the same concept as I did for the straight trays, but I figured out a way to rotate it and all that stuff. Yeah. So. Yeah, this table is very heavy. You took it apart, Joel. Okay. I have it set up. I could take the rails off my table here. I might have to redo the surface though if I was to take it apart. I know that I would have to cut that tabletop in half to get it out of the dungeon here if I would ever move it. But anyhow, we're back on the 10. All that's set. Dice out. But the rails itself and the walls itself would come off as one piece. Then the tabletop is another piece, and then the legs would come apart, and that would be a third and fourth piece. Two, 6, 8, Duracell 8. Right die off axis, 5, 4, 5, 4, 2, 6, 8. So your rails at the bottom ends on one piece. The rails on the bottom are one. I don't understand what you meant by that, Joel. I know that one of the concerns I had was the rails supporting my weight, because I'm not a small person, and make sure they were stable. So that's why I put those braces on between the drink rail and the chip rail itself. But if I pulled everything, I'm actually at goal right now, even without pulling anything down. I'm way above goal. I'm $200 above goal no matter what. So that's a good thing. And that was an 8. I'm talking too much here. Let's go to 6 or 120 on that 8. And all that's set. Face out. Two hard, 4 hard, fuzzy for 2 is going to cruise. Brian from Horse. We're throwing a lot of primary bottom sides here. 4, 5, 4. That's going to be a huge hit. Huge hit. Huge. So that should put me at $50 on that 4. And if I pulled everything down, I'm $200 over my start from 2 days ago or from yesterday. So I fully recovered from yesterday's losses now. So if we see if we can get up to 12,120, that was my goal yesterday. All that set and this out. Ooh, wow, that is a parlay of the day with SJ. 2 hard, 4 hard, fuzzy 4. Nice hit. And we'll go up to $300 on that 4. So just a couple dollars shy of where my goal should be. They're $200. Thank you, Lazy Dog. Out to the Home Depot to find some those nice round 2x6 studs. Yeah, no question with that parlay. 100%. Back to back. Let's see if we can throw it again. Days out. Oh my God. Can't freaking make this shit up. This is the triple parlay of the day with SJ and Hazel. 2 hard, 4 hard, fuzzy 4. Wow. Glenn, you should be raking in money if you're pulling those hard ways like normal. Okay. That puts me up significantly. You're not playing the hards and horns today. So, okay, let's go to 350 on that 4. We're just doing 1 units up at a time here. 4, 5, 4. Can't throw that again. Regress too soon, says Scott. He would have been up like $300. I am up on this shooter. I have 35.12 brought back to rack. I have 965 on a table. All that set. That's out. 369 Triple D. Nice Dr. Dan. And another bet that I have pressed up already. So 5, 4, 369. We'll go to 150 on that 9. Five, 4, 5, 4. And all bets set. Dice out. Oh, okay. I get you now, Scott. Yeah. Good morning, Stephen. Dice out. Five, 3, 8. Great babe. That was a little bit of a wild throw. That right die popped out and cross. 4, 5, 4. That is a single pitch, although I'm not going to take too much stock into it. Sometimes you get lucky. Okay, let's go to 180 on the 8. 5, 4, 5, 4. And all bets set. They solve it. Four hard 8 square pair. Primary front side, both dice. Okay, let's go to 240 on the 8. And all that's set. Nice out. One 6-7. So the run comes to an end with a 7-0. 5-4-5-4 and 1-6-7. Okay, I actually profited quite a bit on that one. Profited $2,867 on that shitter. Puts me at $11,862 for the day, which is about $1,800 over goal for the day, so that's good. But it still puts us about $300 under yesterday's goal. So, okay, so that will allow us to 1122. It's $600 over. So let's go 640 cross to start here. And probably not do any regression. We'll just keep on trend betting from there. We'll see. Okay, so let's go $15 pass line bet again. And we'll stay with that 5-4-5-4. It's working well so far. And all that's set. Nice out. Ooh, terrible throw again. 4-1-5. Can't for a marking point of 5. 5-4. We got a 4-1-5. And 640 across, including 5-4. Thank you, Scott. Off to the cage goes Smart Man. Smart Man. Have a great day, my friend. And all bets set. Nice of it. Six, 4, 10. That is Waylon's best friend on that end. Sorry, Glenn. So let's do wager me this style now. 5-4-5-4. Let's just do clicks on the outside numbers, and we'll use the 6 and 8 to press across. So that'll be a collect. 5-4-5-4. You're not laying that today. And all bets set. Probably be better off. What numbers are we throwing the least of? 11 and 12 we've not thrown, or the 2 we've not thrown any of those so far. So yeah, okay, all bets set. Dice odds. $5-1-6 KitchenAid mixer. It's gonna be a right dial axis, primary top side, left side. And we'll use that to pressure across. We'll 128 across, including. Bring the rest of it back to the rack. 5-4-5-4. And all bets set. This out. Point of fun money now. Roll off again. 2-4-6. Kevin the Carpenter 2-4. Ah, come on, get off of there. That was a 2. There you go. 246. Sure that across it's 168, so we'll 160 across pressure, including outside numbers, Joel, now, so we can get some collecting here. All bets set. Dice out. For hard 8 square pair. Primary front side. Darn it, I flipped it again. 4 hard 8. It's 2-3 brought back. Let's go 160 cross pressure again. Including 5454. And all bets set. Excellent. 156. Jimmie mixer. I'm going to collect that one because I need to get some money back to the rack. 4, 156. Yeah, we're just going to collect that one. We're not going to pressure anything on that one. And all bets set. They saw it. Three, 5, 8. Great. 5, 5, 4. Single pitch. And that's 238. Let's go 220. We'll go 200 outside pressure this time. That's including 5454. And all bets set. 30 people playing along here. We got 21 people watching live. Peace out. $156 KitchenAid mixer. And Frank, if you're still here in the chat, if you ever have any questions about table building that, make sure you email me. I will be happy to try to help answer any questions you might have. My email should be in the description of each of these videos. It's crapsmasterjourney@yahoo.com. I don't always see it all the time, but it might take a day or two for me to get responding back. We're just going to collect that one. Actually, I don't have to collect all of it. I can pressure. Let's go 96 across pressure. So that'll put me at a break-even point for this shooter. So 1420 brought back. I have 1399 on a table. Yeah, I know. Isn't that? It's weird how it just switches, Joe, like that. It really is. I know that my throws are getting a little bit looser right now. I will say that. They're not as tight as they were earlier on. Days out. 145 truck and camper. Finally get a collect. 5454, and we got a 145. And that usually happens when I switch to this Jacob strategy. When I just keep on pressuring the bets, or are they collecting? I'll collect down now. No problem with that. 334 or 344 brought back to rack on that one. So keep all of our bets the same. And days out. Well, that was a winner 5. I really wasn't watching that. Okay, all the bets turn off. Thank you for bringing that up. So, point made, pocket turns off. Looking for a new point here. Days out. And the left one went a little bit higher than the right one. We have a 257 on the come out. Pass line winner, come out natural, double pitch of the dice. Roll extender. It pays out a whopping $15 on my pass line. And 5454. And all bets set. Still looking for a point here. Days out. Three hard 6 double degen. Let's mark that point as 6. 5454 and 336 result. Turns on. Bets all turn on. Yeah, only one extreme today so far. And all bets set. Days out. You had to open your mouth there, buddy. 213 ace deuce. Alfredo sauce. Mama bear. His table has ears. Remember that. Definitely has ears. So that's our second extreme for the day. No help free. 5454. Point to 6. And all that's set. Place up. Five, 4, hard 9, Big Daddy Mac. So that'll be a collect for us. 5454 single pitch. Again, 5454 is the set. And all bets up. 32 people playing along now. That's out. Four, 5, 9 finger Joe. Craps Master Journey, dyslexic version. So 2 9s in a row, another collect. 5454, so pitch the opposite direction. Select that one as well. Bets stay the same. And days out. 5-5 heart and Old Bay bushel. Another collect. 4-5-4 and 5-5 heart 10. Result primary top sales dice. Five, 4, 5 for and dice out. And 3, 4, 7. So we're gonna call it at that, I think, for the day here. At 2 decent rolls here. Definitely made goal and then some, like quite a bit. Big difference from yesterday. So profited 14.96 on that one and 28 something in the last one. So it puts me up like $4,000 for the day. Wow. So anyhow, let's look at our statistics here for the day. We had 4 shooters. We had a 3, a 5, a 22, and a 16. That puts our SOR today at 11.5. Our SRR is at 9.2. Only one come out 7. Strong numbers today were the 4, the 6, and the 10. No 11s, no 12s, no 2s. So box numbers are super high today. Inside numbers are expected. 4s and 10s were high. Come out 7s are low. Horns are low. Fields are slightly high, and hardways are definitely high today. Looking at that. So looking at our dice roll results through the end of yesterday, 3,134 documented throws so far since I've been tracking this part of it. Puts our SOR at a 10.94. Our SRR is at a 7.07, and our PSR is at a 7.56. So hopefully today's numbers will get those up closer to matching the goals at the bottom there. Might have to adjust those again going forward, adjust them up. So who would have thunk that 3,100 rolls in we're at such high numbers yet? So shows that we are definitely doing some consistency this year in that. Thank you there, Coffee Line Craps. Thank you, Michael Peterson, and Glenn. Must be a wide slot toaster to fit a bagel. So thank you, Red. Up $2,600. Hey, that's awesome. Matter turned up a toaster on, but Fred put the bagel on. Okay. Anyhow, thanks for joining in here today. I will be back tomorrow. My name is Joe. This is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Everybody have a great day. Be safe. Be prosperous. See you tomorrow.